I'm Jeff, and welcome to my basement. Thank you for watching today. Really appreciate it. I hope everybody is safe and healthy out there. If you're new to the channel, I'm doing what I'm calling the Duck Dunn project, where I'm learning and recording 50 songs by studio great Donald Duck Dunn. So hit subscribe if you want to follow me on this journey, and leave me a comment. Let me know your favorite Duck Dunn songs. Still have some spots on the list, so leave me comments below and let me know what you want to hear. Also, in the description below are links to the first 3 songs I've done in this project, as well as both tablature and a transcription of the song we did today, which is Stop Dragging My Heart Around by Stevie Nicks and Tom Petty. So the song I played today, Stop Dragging My Heart Around, was originally a Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers song, with Tom singing all the lead vocals. They decided to collaborate with Stevie Nicks, and they just replaced some of Tom's vocals with Stevie Nicks' vocals. So Duck was still on the Hard Promises album on a song, A Woman in Love, which is number 15 on my list, so it's going to be coming up soon. And then this song ended up being on Stevie Nicks' album. The Heartbreakers did have a bass player named Ron Blair, and he was in the band at the time. Tom just wanted something different for a couple of songs, and he liked Duck Dunn. He was a big fan of his, and he asked Duck to play on a couple of songs on the album. So the song is straight up Duck Dunn style. Very repetitive groove on the verse, repeating the same line over and over again. It's dotted quarter notes on the 1 of every measure. It's all Duck Dunn. A couple of things I noticed from learning the song after hearing some other people play it. I've heard bands cover it in bars. I've seen people play it on YouTube before. A couple of things I noticed, one, the playing position. A lot of people tend to play it starting the E groove. They tend to start on the 7th fret of the A string. I chose to play that first E on the 2nd fret of the D string instead. It really just was a lot less movement. When you go from the E to the G, it was just a lot of back and forth, your hand having to move up and down the neck. And I tend to try to minimize that movement. It just makes things a little easier to play. So I really liked playing it down, in the lower part of the neck and using the open strings. Another thing that really stood out to me on the verse part, basically it repeats every 2 measures. So it's like an E minor and then a G. And on that 2nd measure, on the repeat, the 4 of that measure, there is a rest. And a lot of people seem to let that last, the A that they play on the 3, they tend to let it ring out through the 4. I think leaving that space is very important. And I do that quite often as a bass player. Like, leaving space somewhere will really change how people hear a song. So I think that's one thing I would note on this song if you're learning it. Make sure you hit that rest and leave that space there. And the chorus is where Duck really kind of had some fun with it. The choruses are simple, just C and D progression, and then it goes back to the intro riff. But Duck didn't play any chorus the same. All 3 choruses are completely different. And he really kind of stretched out at that point, had a lot more melodic playing and more fills. And they were a lot of fun to learn. And I would say you could learn a ton just from learning those 3 choruses. Even though Duck is playing a lot of fills and there's a lot of movement in the choruses, it's all still pretty much all chord tones. One thing I did notice about this song, one of Duck Dunn's signature notes, if you will, is the 6th of a chord. He plays the 6 a lot. In this song, there's only 2 6s in this whole song. Pretty much every other note is either the 1, 3, 5, or the flat 7. So it's all chord tones. So this is a great song to learn, to kind of really learn how those chords are made and put together. One of the things that inspired me to start this project was this book, Soul Fingers by Nick Rosacci, which my son got me for Christmas this year. And it's got a lot of background information on Duck Dunn, as well as 57 transcriptions of his songs, which I am leaning on pretty heavily to get through this project. It's really helping me learn these songs. And this one's a little different. I'm kind of curious what happened with it, because in the book it has the first 2 verses and choruses, and then it stops. The song actually goes to a bridge and then the last verse and chorus. And as I mentioned, all the choruses are completely different, so it's not included at all in the book. I'm kind of curious what happened there, but so I had to do a little extra homework on this one to get that last chorus down. but it was hard work that paid off, I believe. I have to give a big thank you to a fellow bass playing YouTuber named Fluffy Waggleskins. He had a playthrough of this video that he used the original, What Duck Dunn book, which is out of print now and really hard to find. So that really helped me get that last chorus down. So thank you to Fluffy. The next step in the project is Time is Tight by Booker T and the MGs. Really looking forward to this one. It's a lot of fun. Great song. So hit subscribe below to follow me on this journey to becoming a better bass player and a better musician. Thank you for watching, and stay safe and healthy out there.